Yeah. You have to see if Solid's enough to beat Sorrow Rush. I felt like Happy Zerg last game played solid, but it wasn't enough. So maybe Braddock has a little bit something in his pocket.
We'll have to wait and see.
Yep, we certainly will. We do have Braddock spawning in the bottom right, and we have Sorrow Rush at the top left. This is a Terran versus Protoss. I have no idea what the name of this map is.
Production, One Must Fall is the name of this map.
Okay,
TPW. Yep.
Gotcha. So we have a pylon
And
going
one
down.
must fall. I get it. Do you get it?
Yeah, I get it.
Because after this game, there's only gonna be one left.
Wow,
And
Cat.
one must fall.
Did production tell you to say that?
No, they did not.
I don't believe you came up with that on your own.
I did. Like, it's a pretty clever map. It's a pretty clever name for a map.
Mm-hmm.
Because after you play the game, there's only one left in the game.
Wow.
Because the other one dies. So one must always fall. Therefore, the name of the map, One Must Fall. You're welcome.
Thank you. Alright, so we have the first gateway going down here for Sorrow Rush. The first racks going down here as well for Braddock. I'm curious to see what style of play Braddock's going to go for. We just talked about earlier how he's super standard, but what kind of opening does he want to go for, you know? The 1-1-1 is viable. The 1 racks expand, no gas is viable. We don't see a gas yet for Braddock, so I'm thinking that he's definitely going to go for a gasless expand. On the Protoss side, we do see that he has his first gas just being hooked in right now, so no second gas yet for the Protoss. He also could go for a 1-gate expand, maybe tech up to a Cybernetics core and go for like a Stalker expand.
Oh, that's a pretty late gas Braddock is taking, yeah?
Yeah, that's really late.
I wonder what he has in mind.
Yeah, I'm not really sure where he's planning on going with that gas. Because it's going to slow down any kind of actual tech he could be doing. I don't know. I guess we're just going to have to wait and see.
Might just be for a tech lab, I suppose. I mean, that's the only thing I would expect the tech lab as soon as this marine is done.
It could
and
be.
then proceed from there. There it is.
It does look like that, but I mean, I guess maybe he opened with a Reaper and get a faster Reaper to scout. I'm expecting a command center to go down any second now for Braddock. There is the command center.
Surprised. He did scout the Nexus being dropped down and still dropped down the command center up the ramp instead of down the ramp.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Not the biggest deal in the world, but I think that could have been better if he just dropped it down, yeah.
Yeah, you know, I also wish he'd be going a Reaper here to at least scout or harass or something. I guess this might not be a good Reaper map now that I look at it. There's really no places to even jump up. But
yeah, there's only like one place that's crazy.
Yeah, this is actually a really bad Reaper map, but it's actually going Marauder and Concussive Shell, so we might see maybe... Usually the only time you open with a Concussive Shell Marauder is to maybe do Harass or something. So maybe he's going to try to do a 2 Marine, 2 Marauder poke.
We'll see how that works. Crowley did stop making units, but he is adding 2 more gateways, and his warp gate research will be done by the time Braddock gets across the map. So I don't see this doing a lot of damage, if any at all.
Yeah, it actually doesn't look like he's going to attack. He's actually scouting around for maybe proxy pylons or some kind of shenanigan that the Protoss player could throw at him. It's not the case. The expansion is done for Braddock, turning it to an orbital ASAP. We do have 3 gateways and a robo that's almost completed. So he's soon going to have 3 warp gates up and going. So that'll help him fend off any kind of aggression that might ever come his way.
Yep, definitely. We see a reactor, 2 reactors being added, so
wow,
it looks like
very heavy.
Yeah, it's crazy. And then,
yeah, I actually like this though.
Yeah,
yeah,
he's gonna need medevacs though, hey?
I mean, yes and no. I mean, like, he is going to need them, but he might have a timing window where he could make a lot of Marines, he could have STEM, and combat shields and just go, like before
Yeah,
medevac.
especially I feel like especially the fact that Crowley is making an immortal even before the observer. He's gonna get like intel pretty late on this, and if he starts another immortal after the observer, and then Braddock's attack is just super heavy in Marines, it might be really hard to stop.
Yep, very true. We just see a factory going down here for Braddock. You know what I really love to see in TVP is when Terrans go for that faster upgrade. You know, I love to see that early engineering bay being thrown down to really focus on those upgrades, because Marines do so much extra damage with that +1 attack. We don't happen to see that though. We do see a scan that actually went off at the natural. He did see the probe saturation and how many gases he was running off of as well. So
yeah, and yeah, that makes good sense. Yeah, there should be maybe +1 timings should be maybe more common right before Colossus or stuff like that. But yeah, Crowley now knows what's on his way to his base. Really, I'm not sure if Braddock saw the observer there, but
yeah, I don't think he did. Does look like he wants to go though. Maybe not. He did leave a Marine behind. Usually, if you're going to attack, you're going to attack with everything that you have.
This still looks kind of scary though. If he can pick off the immortals really fast, everything else should disappear pretty fast.
Yeah, there's not much. There's not many sentries either. So there's not a lot of force fields. Doesn't
look like he's moving out a little bit. Oh, go Braddock! Go Braddock! Go attack! Go! He should attack, right? Should he not attack? Is this dangerous?
I mean, he could attack.
Do you think it would have been good?
I think it probably. I mean, it'd been really good if he had combat shield, but combat shield isn't done for another like 5 seconds. So combat shield's
that's
completing
probably what he was waiting for.
now.
Yeah.
I mean, when you have a Marine heavy army, it's always good to add 10 extra HP to every unit you have.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
And now he's just gonna wait for those 2 medevacs and probably go poke with those. There's still an observer on his army though.
I'm really shocked at the amount of immortals. He now has 3 immortals on the field. Seeing it this Marine heavy, I mean, he's had an observer in his base for a long time, being able to see exactly what he has. I figured we'd see Colossus much sooner, but instead he actually went for the Templar Archive, so he's going straight to Storm. So maybe like a Charge Lot Immortal Storm army composition.
Yeah, he's not even researching Storm. He might and adding 2 forges. I think right. This is really strange. He just saw Braddock move out, and he decided to add a bunch of tech buildings. There is a Templar. This could be a nice feedback, and then finish it off with the Stalkers. That would be so sick. There's an observer in place, just scouting for that medevac right there, and it's just waiting for it.
Yeah, this is really good. He is scouting with the factory first. I actually kind of like that, just to kind of see exactly what he has.
Yep, and here goes the medevac. Is he paying attention? Yes, feedback. Boom. Oh, so close.
Wow.
Nice reaction by both players, really.
Yeah, that was good. That was really good play by both players. We see a ton of energy at these nexuses. I really hate to see that. I love to see them spin their chrono boost. We finally see some starting to be used on these forges. He is getting armor and attack upgrade, which is the standard too. But I think if you're playing with like Archons and stuff, I really love like the shield upgrade. I think that's definitely underused.
Definitely. Yeah, I mean ghosts kind of negate that, but at least for the beginning stages, yeah, I think shield upgrades are so good and they affect everything, and especially like you were saying for Archons, that would be so strong. Archons is what he's more for right now. He might be going for a timing here. Braddock did take a third much faster than Mr. Crowley here.
Yeah, and that's the thing about in TVP. It's like if Terran takes a faster third, usually it puts pressure on the Protoss to do something. Like because Terran's just going to have the superior income the longer that third base is going, right? We do see a lot of Archons, a lot of charge loss, but I mean the +1's not even done yet. Terran already has a +1 and 5 medevacs. That's a lot of medis.
Yeah, nice kiting so far. Loading some units into the bunker and getting into good position. That was pretty decent. By Braddock, didn't really lose many units. It did force out a huge stim.
Yeah.
But
there's also a swamp in the main. in the Protoss main, doing quite a bit of damage.
Yeah, that's nice stuff. Forcing a bunch of warp-ins outside of the battle, really. And now that Braddock's third just kicked in, he added a bunch more barracks and a bunch more add-ons, and now his production is gonna start kicking in harder and faster. So I feel like Crowley's timing window is closing in here. He needs to make something happen soon.
Yeah, it's slipping fast because now he has 4 ghosts on the field actually.
Oh, that was huge.
Yeah,
do you
this
see
is
that?
yeah, he got the pylon. They all got canceled, I believe.
Yeah, and there was no other pylon, so he has to remake one. And now, like, his production is like, look at his monies.
Yeah.
He's got the monies.
He missed a whole production month because of it. He actually has to run away because of it.
Yep.
Wow.
So he missed the production cycle. This is kind of like not having enough larva. And you know,
yeah,
he
you
does
forgot
have
your
a
macro
ton of
hatch.
victories, though. Yep. And now he's forced to drop a Nexus, which I don't think was in his plans. I think he wanted to end it with his attack. But now he's forced to. I mean, he has the money for it. He can't spend that money.
Right.
And Braddock going for a counterattack. This could be a base race. Nope. Crowley, is he pulling back? Yep, he will be pulling back. This Nexus is gonna fall.
Yeah, definitely. And there's a lot of ghosts, and they're on such a good position, those ghosts. He could EMP everything so easily. I don't know how Protoss is going to be able to do anything against this. There's the EMPs going off everything.
Beautiful
and there's
EMPs.
Perfect position placement by the Terran, doing a ton of damage. But now, a huge warp in. Now they're flanking the Terran army. He really actually needs to lift up and go.
Well, all he needed to do, I think he did everything that he needed to do. He got great cost efficiency of that army. Right now, the Protoss is basically forced to all in. And if Braddock can defend it, he wins. I think he should just be dropping bunkers everywhere and just being safe. You know, just like there's not much more than Crowley can do here.
Right.
He is moving out. He's even taking some probes with his attack. He knows he's all in, and yep, he barely has any probes. He should have even canceled that third, but yeah.
Yeah. Not a very big army down here for Braddock, though. A lot of ghosts, though, and ghosts do a ton of damage to zealots.
Oh, nice EMP on those immortals. Nice EMP on the Archons, and that's gonna be all she wrote. That was kind of like being, okay, just making sure you got this.
Yep.
And that's gonna be game. So Braddock there taking out Crowley, the second to best to send of the Gama Bears, and the Gama Bears now on the back foot.
Yeah. It's actually tied up, right? Is it tied up now?
Gama Bears.
Yeah.
Is Sen playing this Spangler?
Alright. So Sen might be playing in this
because they just lost their ace if Sen is not here. That's not a good spot to be on when you still have Braddock and Strelok sitting there for FXO imba. Hey, we'll be right back after this commercials.